Hello everyone! I'm trying out a new filming location in the new office layout. I feel like this is a good one for more casual day in the life vlogs, which is what I'm bringing you today. This weekend, my friend and business partner in our film company, Late Bloomer Pictures, Marissa Bertani, is coming to Las Vegas. We are having a full working weekend, working on scripts, talking about films, and I'm bringing you along for the journey. If you're new here, my name is Leah, and this is the place for you if you like cosplay, sci-fi, horror, video games, anime, and so much more. If you're a geek of any kind, join in by subscribing, turning on the notifications, and now joining us on Patreon, where I share even more content like exclusive behind-the-scenes looks, song covers, and so much more. We would love to have you. And now, come along for my Late Bloomer Pictures working weekend. Okay, let me walk you through some of the goals this weekend. If you don't know, Marissa and I have a film company called Late Bloomer Pictures. We are currently running our debut short film, When It Pays, through festivals. We had a lot of great placements, including Smodcastle Film Festival, which is run by the amazing Kevin Smith, one of the kings of indie filmmaking. And we're currently working on our next short film. I think it's something this community is really going to like. It of course features queer characters, which is a staple in the company, and there might be some horror elements as well. It's a script we worked on a while ago and we actually shot a concept for, but the script is taking a totally new direction. We were writing on it a few months ago, but we never finished it. So this weekend we are working on finishing that script. We have friends that worked on our first film that are very excited to read it, so I'd love to get it into a place where we could send it to them for feedback and revisions. 2, we need to promote a festival placement. When It Pays got into the Golden State Film Festival in Los Angeles, and that will be February 24th. I'm not sure when this video comes out. It may have already happened, so I apologize. It's not really like a promo video. I'll definitely be posting about it on my Instagram, so if you don't want to miss any updates from me, definitely follow me on Instagram. But that's about a week away from when I'm filming this video, so it's the perfect time to start promoting that, getting some of our LA friends interested in coming to the festival. And 3, if we get all of that done, we'd like to shoot some stuff. If we can get the script done and finish all this promo and talk about goals for the company, that's probably something on the list as well. Talking about what our year looks like in terms of the new script and other goals that we want to accomplish. We'll add that to the list too. And I'm super excited to have Marissa here this weekend, to be productive, and I'll catch up with you once Marissa's here. I'm here with Marissa.
Hi.
So I just picked her up from the airport. We got some lunch with our other friend, Devaney. And now we have to do some Late Bloomer Pictures stuff. We're gonna prep some content for the week, plan out some promo video stuff for the film festival. So I'll bring you along with the stuff that we make. Marissa is very good at making our little graphics for us. What's the app you use? Canva? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Pro tip, not sponsored by Canva.
We could do one that's like introducing or inviting people to the festival. We can do one that's like, we're queer filmmakers, of course we blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then we can do one that's like, here are some fun facts about the production of When It Pays, or something like that. So like, we shot this in 3 hours.
This was a 24-hour film festival.
We had our own 48-hour film festival.
I also would love for us to like come up with a way that we could be posting content consistently on Late Bloomer Pictures without like adding too much extra stress. Like, I don't think it has to be like a daily thing, but even if we had like a weekly post about like, yeah, even if it's just like a reel or something like that.
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, why don't we just take tomorrow and just like go really content heavy?
Yeah.
And then maybe Sunday can be like butterscotch brainstorming.
Yeah, and then we can, as far as content goes, we can just come up with concepts or ideas or formats that we can continue doing on our own time, just to keep the content up when we're done with whatever we film here. Marissa is currently working on an invite for the film festival. And here's the finished product. You're invited. Golden State Film Festival, Block S, Saturday, February 24th at 6 p.m. at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood. Cool. We are getting a lot of work done today. Thanks, Marissa, for making this adorable graphic. And I just finished submitting When It Pays to another film festival. The Golden State Film Festival that we got into. How many times did I just say festival in that one sentence? Like a lot of times. That's fine. The Golden State Film Festival has a sister festival in Vegas called Indie Vegas, and the man who runs the festival was like, you should submit to the Vegas one. So that's what I just did. It's late now. Well, it's not that late. It's like 6 p.m.
It is for us.
Yeah, we did get started a little later in the day today because we were gabbing with Devaney, which is always fun. But the plan for this weekend, to update the little to-do list that I gave y'all. Today, we are working on the premiere stuff. Tomorrow, we are filming some like little promo shorts for the festival, as well as like content for our Instagram. And then on Sunday, we are going to work on the script, which I'm very excited about. As far as content goes in filming, we're going to prioritize filming content for the Instagram because we want to get into a place where we're like posting more consistently, even if we're not, you know, putting out a project. There's still so many ways to make content online to keep people interested in what we're doing and keep connecting with other queer companies and queer people and helping us thrive. Yeah, that's all. Back to work. And scene. So we're sitting in a cafe right now. Sorry if it's loud, but we're right now coming up with some like little short and reel ideas for Instagram. Realistically, we're doing one project a year, and I know this year we're still focusing on festival submissions for When It Pays and doing like pre-pro for the next film, but it's probably not something we're shooting until next year. But we have all these like cute little reel ideas. Like one that I came up with was queer films, this or that. So like naming 2 queer films and picking which one's your favorite. Queer celebrity crushes. We've got some fun ideas. So once we're done sort of listing everything out at the cafe, we're gonna head back to my apartment and start filming them. And I'm here with Marissa and Devaney right now, and we're having a great time. We were drinking. Okay, this is where we're at, the coffee class. This is a blueberry coffee. It was incredible. It was so good. I normally don't like sweet stuff, but it really hit. All right, catch up with you guys later. We're back home. We've been shooting some little shorts and promos like I said we were gonna do. It took us a while to get through them. We have some bloopers, which are fun. And we did one of those like the TikTok trend of people being like, we're queer filmmakers. Of course we hide rainbows in all our shorts and stuff like that. And it was an opportunity for Marissa and I to continue this debate that we're probably gonna have forever on the validity of the happiest season, which I loved dearly. Marissa's standing there with her hands on her hips like, so. Follow us at Late Bloomer Pictures on Instagram to see the shorts that we've been making. They're pretty funny, so bye. So it's the end of the weekend. Marissa has gone back home, but that's okay because I'm going to LA in 3 days anyway for the film festival. We had planned this trip before we had gotten into that festival, but I think it worked out really well because it gave us this opportunity to get together, promote the festival, make a lot of content. The things we ended up getting done and the schedule we ended up keeping was a little different than I predicted in the beginning of this video. I had said that writing the next script was one of our main goals, and though we did work a lot on the script, we still haven't finished writing it. I think I mentioned this, but we had shot a proof of concept for this short a few years ago. We shot it at Marissa's old apartment in New York. We used her roommates as our actors. We didn't really have a lot of equipment. We definitely didn't have any lav mics or even a boom mic. Marissa had just gotten her camera, so we basically just wanted to play around with that a little bit and see what we could make. And we ended up with a very good concept film for Butterscotch. And so now reworking the script, we originally had changed so much and really altered the original concept for the film. But this weekend, we decided to backtrack again and kind of go back to the original concept and build off of that rather than making something completely new. And I think the reason for that is we really want to make a horror comedy, and that's what the original Butterscotch was. But the new Butterscotch was kind of leaning a little bit harder into straight horror and less comedy. And though obviously horror is something I really love as a company and as Late Bloomer Pictures, we really didn't want to take that route. We're happy exploring a lot of genres, but one that we really love writing together is comedy with like comedic horror elements. So that's what the Butterscotch film is going to have. But because we backtracked so much on the script, we really weren't in a place this weekend to get to a final draft, but it's nice that I'm going to see her this weekend so we can work on it a little bit more. We also definitely discussed timeline of this year and a little bit into next year as far as finishing up with When It Pays in the festivals, planning our online premiere like we had previously wanted to do, and then figuring out when we're closing the book on that to move into production for Butterscotch. All of which I'm not going to give you too many details on right now. We had some good brainstorming sessions, as you saw in this video. We shot some content, which you can see on our Instagram at Late Bloomer Pictures. That was the most fun, shooting the content. And yeah, we're hoping we can be in a place where we can keep making content like that. Marissa is sort of like the content queen, especially when it comes to platforms like Instagram and TikTok. She knows way, way more than me about those platforms and what does well. Luckily, our reels have been doing well, so that is good. Also this weekend, which got us a little bit distracted from our Late Bloomer Pictures goals, we rescued a cat from a tree in my apartment complex. One morning we were out taking a morning stroll and we just heard meow, meow, coming like from high above. So we're like looking up. It's up in this really tall tree that doesn't have a lot of low branches. It's meowing like crazy, so I can tell it's definitely scared. So we're up there trying to like figure out what to do, trying to like coax it down. Another neighbor comes out and she's like, yeah, some other people just walked by and they mentioned the cat. Then I heard you guys talking about it, so I came out to see what the deal was. Then her partner came out as well. And so Marissa and I went to my security guard at the front gate. She didn't care. She didn't know what to do. She was like, oh, good luck. Hope the cat's okay. I was kind of hoping that she was going to call the fire department because I didn't want to call the fire department because it just felt like so much of a hassle. And I would rather just climb this tree and get the cat myself, which is what we ended up doing. Marissa and the neighbor's partner hoisted me up in like a cheerleader lift, got me to a place where I could grab the branches and get some traction. I got my feet up, so I'm like sitting in this tree. I finally got the cat to come down like into my chest. She was the sweetest angel baby ever. So, so sweet. But every time I would try to like lift her by the back of her neck, she would dig her claws in either to like the tree or to me. She did not want to get out of this tree. And the three of them were down below like with a blanket to catch her, which I thought was very cute and a good idea. And finally, I want to say I was in that tree for probably 20 to 30 minutes. Finally, I was able to get her and just sort of like tossed her down. She was totally fine. She was good. I got scratched up a little bit, but for the most part, I was fine. And yeah, then the cat just went on with its life. I feel like I could have taken it back here and tried to find its owner, but I assumed it was an outdoor cat because there are a lot of outdoor cats in this neighborhood. And neither one of us had our phones on us, so there is no proof that this happened. You just have to take my word for it that during our amazing creative weekend, Marissa and I rescued a cat from a tree. And who knows, maybe it will inspire a future short film of ours. I could see it being a very good meet cute, you know? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me and Marissa for this working weekend as we got some stuff in order for Late Bloomer Pictures, preparing for and promoting the festival this weekend, check. Filming content for our Instagram, check. Talking about the future of Late Bloomer Pictures, check. And working on our new script, Butterscotch, check. We got everything done. It was super productive. It's making me feel very invigorated going into this weekend and going into the festival. I will definitely post a short on this channel, bringing you along for the festival. It's so cool to have gotten into a festival that's close to home that Marissa and I can both attend together. That's the first time this is happening because she wasn't able to go to Smog Castle, the Kevin Smith Festival, so I went to that alone. It'll be nice to have my partner in crime, and I can't wait to tell you how it all turned out. And don't forget, if you are a geek of any kind, join in by subscribing to this channel, turning on notifications, commenting down below what you want to see from Late Bloomer Pictures. And if you want even more content, even more behind the scenes looks, song covers, and more, make sure you join us over on Patreon, where you can join for as little as $5 a month. We have such a fun community over there, and I love being able to share more content and would love to have you join. Thanks again for joining me. My name is Leah, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.
Let it go. 얼어붙어 like whoa. 띵하고 어지러워. I see. 한여름에도 넌 겨울. Yeah, girl, you cold blood. Yeah, 너와 있을 때 I swear. 내가 먼저 zero 폭설한 그 children 꿈에도 I wasn't dumb 나만 빼고 넌 모두에게 참 친절해